As the last 10 nights of Ramzan begin, we enter the blessed time of Laylatul Qadr, the night of power, a night better than 1,000 months. Every sincere dua tonight has the power to change a destiny. Many of us pray for forgiveness, health, or peace, but this is also the night to pray for the right companion in life. Parents, pray for your children, and if you are waiting for the right spouse, make your heartfelt dua. Sometimes the wait feels long, but Allah can answer even a single sincere prayer on this night. Laylatul Qadr reminds us that nothing is impossible. Perhaps tonight a life can change and the journey to the right marriage can begin. The last 10 nights of Ramzan are not ordinary nights. One of them is Laylatul Qadr, the night when destinies are written. Maybe you are waiting, maybe your marriage is delayed, maybe you are worried about your son or daughter. But what if this is the night Allah changes everything? On Laylatul Qadr, one sincere dua can rewrite what feels impossible. If marriage is on your heart, don't sleep through these nights. Pray, cry, ask with certainty, because the one who writes destinies is listening. In Ramzan, we speak about zakat as an obligation, but very few of us understand what it truly represents. Zakat is not charity, it is purification. When we give zakat, we are not decreasing our wealth, we are cleansing it from greed, from attachment, from arrogance. It reminds us that nothing truly belongs to us. Everything is a trust. And this principle applies beautifully to marriage. In marriage, we also carry attachments, we carry ego, we carry pride, we carry the need to be right. But if these are not purified, love becomes heavy. Many marriages do not break because of lack of compatibility. They weaken because ego was never cleansed. If zakat purifies wealth, what purifies a character inside marriage? It is humility, it is accountability, it is intention. Ramzan teaches us that what we purify survives. We purify our wealth so that it remains blessed. Perhaps we must also purify our intentions so that our marriages remain peaceful. Faith is not separate from marriage, it shapes how we show up inside it. In Ramzan, we give sadaqah to remove someone's difficulty. We give money so someone else can feel relief. But let me ask you something. At home, are you giving relief or are you creating stress? In marriage, money is important, but respect is more important. Patience is more important. Control over your anger is more important. You can donate outside, but if your spouse feels unheard, unvalued, or constantly criticized, then something is missing. Sadaqah is meant to soften the heart. If Ramzan does not soften your tone at home, then what has really changed? This Ramzan, don't just give from your wallet, give your spouse peace. Ramzan is not only about fasting, it is also about purifying the heart. That is why before Eid, every Muslim is encouraged to give fitrah. Fitrah is a small charity. but its meaning is very powerful. It reminds us that our faith is not complete until we care for someone else's dignity. And this lesson quietly extends into marriage as well. A successful marriage is not built only on love, it is built on giving respect, patience, and understanding. Ramzan teaches us something very beautiful. Just like fitra purifies our fast, a giving heart purifies our relationships. And that is a lesson that strengthens both faith and marriage. In this blessed month of Ramzan, we often speak about reading more Quran, completing more pages, finishing it multiple times. But today I want to reflect on something deeper. The Quran was revealed in this sacred month, and yes, reading it carries immense reward. But sometimes we become more focused on how much we read rather than why we are reading. Even one page read with true intention, with presence, with sincerity, carries more weight than chapters read in distraction. Because in the end, it is not the quantity that transforms us, it is the intention behind it. When we read with sincerity, something shifts inside us. Our tone softens, our ego reduces, our patience increases. The Quran does not just change our knowledge, it reshapes our heart. And that inner transformation is what truly matters. And this is where marriage comes in. Marriage is not sustained by grand gestures alone, it is sustained by intention. The intention to be patient, the intention to understand, the intention to respect, the intention to protect the dignity of your partner. Just like the Quran, marriage is not about display, it is about sincerity. If our intention is pure in our faith, it will reflect in our relationships. Because the same heart that stands sincerely in prayer is the same heart that upholds a marriage with integrity. True intention transforms the heart, in faith and in marriage. Ramzan is not just a month, it is a season of mercy, a time when every sincere act of ibadat carries weight. One page of the Quran, one quiet dua, one moment of patience. Nothing is small in this month. And what we often forget is this: the ibadat we do in Ramzan does not remain inside the mosque, it follows us home. If fasting teaches us patience, our marriage feels it. If sujood softens our heart, our ego softens with our spouse. If our duas become sincere, our words become gentler. Ramzan is not separate from marriage. It prepares the heart for it. We hear many times, read this 100 times, repeat that many times. But even one ayat read with sincerity, even one dhikr made with full presence is seen and rewarded. Because in this month, intention carries immense value. And even the one who leaves this world in Ramzan leaves in a month filled with mercy. And we hope for a great reward for them. That is how powerful this month is. So imagine the opportunity for the one who is alive in it. Don't let Ramzan pass as routine. Let it refine your character, because when character improves, marriage improves quietly. Ibadat is not only between you and Allah, it reflects in how you love, how you forgive, and how you stay committed. In this blessed month of Ramzan, there is a beautiful wisdom that many people often overlook. Ramzan is not only about fasting from food and drink, it is also a journey of the heart. The month of Ramzan is divided into three parts, known as the three Ashras. Each Ashra carries a deeper spiritual meaning and reminds us how a believer slowly transforms within these 30 days. The first Ashra is the Ashra of mercy. These are the first 10 days when we seek the mercy of Allah. It is a time when we soften our hearts, increase our prayers, and try to become more compassionate towards others. The second Ashra is the Ashra of forgiveness. During these 10 days, we ask Allah to forgive our mistakes and shortcomings. But at the same time, we are also reminded to forgive people in our own lives. Because forgiveness is not only a spiritual act with Allah, it is also a powerful act in relationships. Many marriages suffer not because love disappears, but because forgiveness disappears. And then comes the third Ashra, the final 10 nights of Ramzan, which are the nights of seeking protection and freedom from the fire of hell. These nights are considered the most spiritually powerful part of the entire month. Within these nights lies the blessed night of Laylatul Qadr, a night described in the Quran as being better than 1,000 months. Because of its immense significance, believers spend these nights in deeper prayer, reflection, and remembrance of Allah, hoping to receive His mercy, forgiveness, and acceptance of their sincere intentions. The journey of Ramzan reminds us that mercy softens the heart, forgiveness heals it, and sincerity strengthens it. And when these qualities live in a person's heart, they naturally reflect in the way they approach marriage and relationships. Ramzan is a month of reflection, discipline, and drawing closer to Allah. But very often, many of us unknowingly turn it into a month of food preparation. Hours go into planning meals, cooking elaborate dishes, and thinking about what to eat for iftar and suhoor. By the time the table is ready, we are tired, and the time that could have gone into ibadat quietly slips away. Ramzan was never meant to be about feeding the body alone. It was meant to nourish the soul. A simple meal is enough to break the fast. But the real beauty of Ramzan lies in the prayers, the Quran, the du'as, and the moments of connection with Allah. So perhaps this Ramzan we can shift our focus a little, less time in the kitchen and more time in ibadat. Because the meals will be forgotten, but the prayers we make in this blessed month will stay with us forever. This lesson extends beyond Ramzan. A peaceful marriage is not built on endless comforts or indulgence. It is built on simplicity, patience, and shared values. When two people remember Allah together, their home naturally finds tranquility. The last 10 days of Ramzan are here, the sacred days of I'tikaf, a time to step away from the world and draw closer to Allah. I'tikaf is a spiritual retreat traditionally observed in a mosque. During this time, a person stays in the mosque with the intention of worshipping Allah, away from everyday distractions. They focus on prayer, reading the Quran, making dhikr, and deep reflection. The key to i'tikaf is dedication, remaining in seclusion in the masjid for these days, minimizing worldly activities and seeking closeness to Allah. While the traditional and the most rewarding form is in the mosque, the intention and focus are what truly matter for the one observing i'tikaf. Marriage, in a similar way, asks for focused presence and attention. Just as the one dedicates themselves entirely to Allah during i'tikaf, marriage asks us to dedicate our hearts and time to our partner. It requires intention, care, and sincerity to nurture love, understanding, and shared faith. As we observe these blessed days of i'tikaf, let us reflect. Can we bring the same focus and devotion into our marriages? Presence, attention, and sincerity create peace, love, and blessings in worship and in life together.